what we want to do is make this dynamic. So we want to generate this table of contents based on the questions that we have. So we can have like 50 questions or 500 questions or 5,000 questions, and you want this table of contents to be displayed dynamically instead of having to do some manual work. Okay. So this is what we have right now, and we want to build this table of contents component, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and create a new file called FCC-TOC. I'm not going to use it right now. Let's try to just make the logics for this dynamic list. No web components at all. Right now, just plain JavaScript. I'm gonna get one of these. Creating a script tag. So what's the first thing we need to do? Query all the H2s and putting them on an array. I'm gonna call this variable titles, and I'm gonna query all the H2s. So I have the H2s. What should I do right now? Iterate over them. Let's do this. So let's just console.log them and see what's going on over here. So I have all the H2s, right? That's good. We have what we need. We need to generate this table of contents here dynamically right now. Right now it's hard-coded. So I'm going to create two variables. One is ID, which is the ID, and the other one, or href, and the other one is text. So now I have all the IDs from my titles, have the ID for each title, and I have the text content for each title, right? Just gonna print this, check this out. So I have ID 1, this is the text, ID 2, this is the text, ID 3, this is the text. What it could do is just have a string. This is a very bad name for a variable. List, empty string, and I'm going to generate a paragraph that has a link. Inside of that, I have my href. And close this link. And close this paragraph. Oops, let's.
Are your quotes messed up right at the other side, the right side of href?
Oops, yeah. So text. Just gonna go ahead, remove all this. And I'm gonna create some div over here. empty. How does this looks? Looks good. Can you see any problems with that? So we removed all this HTML and we want to generate this dynamically. Gonna run this code, check this out. This is what I have. Why don't I have the link? It's probably because I'm generating. Oops, we're closing the tag here. That's correct. So now I'm generating this whole list dynamically. If I click here, I can go there. So this was the business logic of this problem, which is quite small. Under than 10 lines. So we are fetching all the titles, iterating through that, and creating this paragraph with this link. But I want to reuse this block of code. I want to make it better. How can I make it better? What's the first problem that you see with this? What?
Style.
What's up with the style?
I think it needs some style and some CSS already.
Sure, need some CSS. What else? We need to make this separation of concerns clear. When we need to debug this code like 5 months from now, when we don't remember this anymore and we're like, oh,
Comments
what the heck I did, comments are not gonna help.
are not going to help.
Are not gonna help. I'm pretty sure that if you write 5,000 of code and then you put comments on all that, if you go back to that in 5 years and you don't have tests, you don't have a good code, it's not gonna help at all. So the first thing is moving this to a template, right? So we could move this to a template, and instead of manipulating strings, we just manipulate HTML. So I'm gonna create a template. Empty values over here. And instead of doing this, what I'm gonna do is first get my template. I don't need this anymore. So I got my template. I'm gonna clone this out. Is this gonna work? It is, right? Let's hope it is. Okay, still working. Let me remove this too. Just duplicated once.
Before you put the template, it should have looked the same, right? Just with the for loop?
Mm-hmm. It looks the same. There was some zoom, and now when I reloaded, I lost the zoom. That's what happened. Cool. Of course, there's a lot of performance issues going on. I'm querying the same item twice. I'm querying the table of contents all the time, so that's not good. We can improve this. But for now, I'm just make it like this. So now we are separating the concerns. We have our HTML on one side, we have the JavaScript on the other side. But what if we want to reuse this? We want to create it as a tag, so nobody needs to worry anymore about having to write all this block of code to build a table of contents. And we want this to make it to be encapsulated. So let's do the encapsulation part before writing our custom element. So I'm just gonna create a shadow root inside of my list of my table of contents div. So let me put this on a variable. Cool, this looks good. What else can I do? I can just go ahead, create shadow root. So I'm creating a shadow root inside of my table of contents. And now, instead of appending that inside of the div, I'm going to append this inside of the shadow root. Same result. The difference is that now, when I open this, everything's encapsulated over here. And I can have some styling, and it's not going to leak to the entire document. You just put some styling over here, like all my paragraphs are going to be blue. And even with all my paragraphs blue, this is a paragraph as well, but it's not blue, right? Or all my links are red. And this is not leaking outside. So we have the templates, we have the shadow root. What else can we do to make this better? Create an element. Let's create an element. Or let's just move this to a different file and import this. Let's make the HTML import first. So we just need to change the references. Here it's fine, right? H2, I want to get from the parent document template. No, this one is wrong. So let me just create a new variable called document.owner document. And when I try to fetch the template, I need to fetch from here. Cool. Let's see if it's gonna work. Nope, it's not working. Let's see if there's any problem. No problem. Okay, we need to figure this out. Why is this not working?
I understand. I thought since the information is still on the document, that we don't really need to refer to the current script.
Which document? Because now we have two
Well,
documents.
the script is going to be imported into the document with an HTML import. But the information that we're drawing from is still on the document and will stay on the document. So,
Yeah, but on this script, we're trying to access the template, which is on this document that we are right now.
when we access the template.
So that's why we need this.
Did you register the element?
We didn't register the element yet. But that's fine, we're not using custom elements yet.
So, does it,
Do you know you're just asking us?
Oh yeah, I'm just asking you. But I don't know too. I don't know what's going on. And I want you to help me.
Huh? He's asking us to figure out why it's not working.
Just the style sheets that
Where?
the name.
Aha.
oh yeah.
Oh, you're not running a server.
Cool. So now we have HTML templates, we have Shadow DOM, we have HTML imports. Let's create our element so we can share with the world and nobody needs to rewrite the same code again. So instead of table of contents here, I can just write this element. I'm gonna register my element down there. Okay. Now what we need to do is run this code on my attached callback, right? Not working. Create shadow root of null. Sure, this doesn't exist anymore. Instead of TLC, we're gonna have this. So in 30 lines of code, we can create a web component that can reuse, and nobody needs to care about this problem anymore.